Want to get your hands on some sports cards?
Hell yes!
You're in the right place.
Good morning. Is everybody ready?
Welcome to the weekly Target Watch on Schultz's Card Pull.
What is up, sports fans? Hopefully the day we have been waiting for, Tuesday, June 7th, and Prizm Football is out for everybody. That's right, the hobby version of Prizm Football is on the shelves, at least at your local card shop or online at a lot of these distributors like Blowout Cards, Steel City, and whatnot. But we are here waiting for some Prizm and seeing whatever else drops on Target.com. What is going on, everybody? A ton of people showing up. Welcome on in. Hopefully here, as we approach the hot zone in 2.5 minutes, we see some sports cards dropping here in the next 10, maybe 12 to 15 or 17 minutes or so after that. As you see, guys, a ton of people in here, guys and girls, whoever the heck woke up very, very early hoping for sports cards this morning. Appreciate everybody in here. Please, if you could, smash that like button. It does help me feed a couple of kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. But looking at the last time, guys, the last time that sports cards were restocked on Target.com, Wednesday, May 18th, that backload starting pretty early, a pretty random restock, but we were able to see a few different items thrown up there. And unfortunately, amongst those few items, just not many able to be gotten. So hopefully, guys, the last time that we've seen a regular restock was a couple weeks ago, actually 3 weeks ago on May 18th. So hopefully we see something thrown our way, including some Prizm Football blasters, maybe some mega boxes. I don't know what I expect, but hopefully we see some kind of Prizm, guys. If not today, then tomorrow, because I wouldn't be surprised if Target wanted to maybe switch it back to Tuesdays or go to Wednesdays like they've been doing now since Wednesday, May 18th. What's going on, everybody? Seeing a ton of people in the chat. Beast in the Beauty Breaks says, good morning, Schultz, my brother. How you doing, Beast in the Beauty? Who's your pulse? Says, morning, Schultz. What do you think about Prizm Retail not having any autos or numbered parallels? I think that is cheap, and I think that is a symptom of overprinting Hoosier Polls, unfortunately. So we're going to check out Prizm Football sans autos, I guess, in retail. Apparently, that's ridiculous. Unbelievable. You're talking megas and blasters without a chance at autos? So is that going to devalue the heck out of Prizm Football retail? I wonder. I can't make that prediction. I would say so, but we'll obviously have to see. Surreal Sports Card says, morning. Justin Roper says, morning. Scott Payne says, let's go, Prizm. I love it. Go Fishing says, good morning, Schultz. Good morning to you, Go Fishing. Sean Higgins says, morning, all. Eric Gonzalez in the house. Magic Poké Cards. Sean Higgins, Paul Tuttle, Carolina Rippers, Jaybird. What is up? Says the card came in the mail. Schultz, appreciate it. You're so welcome, Jaybird. Sorry about the delay, but happy to get that card your way, brother. I do try to get those out as quickly as possible, but it has been nuts. It has been nuts in my household lately, trying to get stuff set up, trying to get this new place into just normal form, and I'd say we're still only about 80% of the way there, and got a whole nother room to figure out. So anyways, guys, now 4 a.m. The hot zone officially upon us. 4 a.m. Pacific time. Welcome on in. Please, if you have not, smash that like button, guys. Helps me feed a couple of kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. There's a lot of sports to talk about as well. The NBA Finals in full swing. Game 3 coming up here. Today's Tuesday. I think tomorrow would be Game 3. Wednesday, Game 3, since they're doing 3 days in between every single game. The series tied at 1. The Warriors able to tie it up over the weekend after a crazy Game 1 win by the Boston Celtics. So good to see. A very exciting, very scintillating NBA Finals here in 2022. And a couple of big news notes coming out of the NFL yesterday, guys. If you didn't see, Aaron Donald now going to be the highest paid non-quarterback player in the league at $30 million. $30 million a season for a defensive lineman. He's good. He's one of the reasons the Rams won the Super Bowl, but is he worth $30 million? Throw that down in the chat, guys. Throw that answer down in the chat, as well as Jimmy Garoppolo being excused from 49ers OTAs. No mini camps for Jimmy Garoppolo, so we can talk about Trey Lance's chances, because that means for a lot of collectors that Trey Lance might be throwing up a little bit more value-wise for each card. All right, guys, making sure that I got my monitors open here on Target.com as well. as my Discord monitors from Card Snipers. Check them out. They are paid monitors, but they are one of the reasons that I get sports cards now, as compared to about a year, now in June, about a year and a half ago, when I signed up for that. And an absolutely amazing paid Discord, so check that out, guys. But I do try to use, they allow me to use some of their links and some of their information to allow you to know what's being restocked on Target.com. So thank you to Card Snipers. Check them out. As well as, of course, the target tracker here on Schultz's Card Pulls. All right, guys. So we got all the Discord monitors up. We've got the target tracker ready to rock. Everybody talking about the Fanatics Prizm drop yesterday. I believe it is still going on. The Fanatics Prizm Blaster Box drop. Essentially, to get your hands on the sexier premium releases, at least from Fanatics.com, you do so in random drop format, kind of like Nike does with the shoes now. I don't know, some people like it, some people hate it. Personally, I think the random adds a nice touch, and it allows maybe a little bit better chance for the normal people as opposed to flippers all just grabbing boxes up. But a ton of people placing their names in that drawing in the live chat here alone. So, shoot, I'm assuming every single one of y'all, almost 800 people in here right now at 4:02 Pacific time, 7:02 East Coast time, put their names into the Fanatics Prizm Football Blaster Box drawing for $30 a box. Not too shabby, but shoot, dang, man. Who's your polls saying? No autos out of mega boxes or blasters or cellos or anything like that, man. That's stingy of Panini. That is stingy as heck. And I must say, that is, they continue to do something like that on what is supposed to be a premium product, you guys. They're going to devalue the absolute heck out of their cards. They're going to keep printing them. You know they printed a lot of Prizm Football, and they're going to devalue the heck out of their sets. Even their premium sets. Unbelievable. Pack Attack Jackpot in the house. What is up? Pack Attack Jackpot. Everybody give a shout out to Pack Attack Jackpot, guys. If you have not checked his channel out, go do so. One of the most entertaining YouTube channels for sports card ripping. Pack Attack, love to have you. Apologize again to Pack Attack and everybody else that I had to push my break back again on Sunday. But you know, when you get your 2 Prizm Football hobby boxes, I've been talking retail all morning, hobby boxes ordered to do a break and then maybe to do something else sexy with on the channel, and you think you order enough with enough lead time, and you figure out, oh, you sent it to the wrong damn address. And that is what I did, unfortunately. My Prizm Football hobby boxes, because I just moved, I accidentally sent them to my old address. So flub up on my end, my bad. But we're gonna have some really fun breaks coming up, guys, on Thursday, starting at 5 p.m. here on Schultz's Card Pulls. So check them out, schultzscardpulls.com. Looks like the Prizm Football Phoenix Football Hobby Box combo box break is almost sold out. I think I'm down to like 7 or 8 spots there with some fillers, but nice budget break as well as a basketball break on Thursday. So appreciate it. Pack Attack Jackpot in the house. Steve Melakundris says, good morning, Schultz. What's going on? Scott O says, people are paying crazy money for Prizm-based cards. That'll stop, Scott. That'll absolutely stop, because that always happens when a really nice premium release that everybody's been wanting to get their hands on really, really bad happens. Everybody willing to spend that money up front, but all of those prices will drop on those singles. So those Prizm bases, you guys, if you pull somebody sexy, somebody premium, maybe sell that right up front, get your money, and then come back when it's like 10, 20 bucks cheaper and grab one of those cards later on in the summer. 518 Breaks asking, where do you order your hobbies from, Schultz? Usually Blowout Cards, but there is a website that has like bit cheaper prices if you've got like an LLC. So I look at there as well sometimes, and then just kind of try to compare prices between like Steel City and all the others. But usually just all of those big box stores online, knowing that they come from like a warehouse and they've been treated okay. eBay has been okay for me to open boxes on the channel, and I've stuck a few boxes and breaks from eBay, but that's kind of only when like I need to find something that I can't find on one of those websites. So that's usually where I find my stuff, or just one of my local card shops, the Sports Room, guys, here in Beaverton, Oregon. Excited, going to be partnering with Chris coming up for an event, World of Sports, and included in that, it's just all kinds of sporting events, guys. different panels with former athletes and things featuring Pacific Northwest sports. But involved in that is a card show, and we're going to be doing sports card breaks at the World of Sports Sports Card Show coming up on June 18th and 19th. I'm going to be partnering with Chris from the Sports Room to do that. All right, guys. Continuing to watch Target.com, trying to watch the chat as well. MVP Cardinal asking, how do you know if you get picked for Fanatics? Good question. Usually you get, I think they just send you a confirmation email that you made the purchase, essentially. So when you enter a Fanatics drop for Prizm Football Blasters, for instance, essentially you put your info in, address, payment already there, and just kind of enter the number that you want or the quantity that you want of that particular item. I went for 10 personally, trying to grab 10 blaster boxes, and at $30, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my hands on them that cheap again. So of course I'm going to try and grab 10. And essentially you just hit add to cart, and then it automatically throws that in as an entry into the raffle. That's how you enter that. Aaron CT says, what up? Morning all. Oh, Beast in the Beauty Breaks, I appreciate you asking. Says, any news on that radio job, brother? Unfortunately, no news yet. But I think because, and I would love to ask people's expertise on this one, guys, as we are waiting for a drop here on Schulte's card pulls from Target.com. Looking to see if we're going to find anything good, guys. Hopefully, we're going to find something good. Drop it on Target.com here in the next few minutes. I applied for a job at a dream company of mine, a sports radio station here in Portland. They are hiring, and was in the final few, chosen for an interview. Was told last Friday was going to be the decision day. Was communicated to by the hiring manager. Didn't reach out to him. He reached out to me and said, hey, so the HR person is out today. We're going to have to delay this process until Monday. And then yesterday basically told me that the HR process is extremely slow and that we're going to have to wait until today. So I am waiting because he has told me that the HR process is very slow on their end. So I'm hopeful, guys. I'm hopeful that means that that's a good thing for me, because usually you don't need HR to tell people they didn't get the job. Usually you need HR to get an offer ready or to bring people on. So I don't know. I'm hopeful, guys. And if anybody has done any hiring and firing, I know that there are times where that could mean like I'm on ice as a candidate and I'm like the second choice, but just the way that I've been communicated with and told that, you know what, the HR process is just really slow and we're waiting on that. He hasn't told me yes or no, you're being hired yet, but I don't know. I feel like it's good news. So that's the latest on the sports card, the sports radio job, guys. Sorry. And hopeful going to hear about that today. And I'll let you know in my Discord. Let y'all know in my Discord if I get that or not. Appreciate it, Lando. Says, good luck, brother. Ryan McArdell says, let's get it. Angel says, if it's with HR already, you're in shape. I appreciate it, Angel. Hopefully, man. Rambo Rules says, good luck. Hope you get the job. I appreciate it, Rambo. That would be awesome, you guys. All right. Hopeful to get that. Sports card restocks, hopeful as well this morning on Target.com. Everybody waiting for Prizm Football retail. And I tell you what, guys, it could be today. It could be tomorrow. We don't know. I think with a lot of people here this early, over 1,000 people here, please, if you could smash that like button. It does help me feed a couple of kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. With a lot of people here that early looking for Prizm Football, guys, think it means that we all don't know. Think we all don't know what day it's going to be. Unfortunately, really no inside info. However, just kind of by looking at logic, guys, last week it was obviously coming back from a holiday weekend with Memorial Day last Monday. So you figure that sports cards aren't really going to be thrown up in a normal big restock on a holiday week. We've never seen them thrown up on Target.com in a normal, like just restock early morning like this in a holiday week. And before that, they just skipped a normal week. And then the week before that, obviously, as you look at the calendar here, guys, it was the kind of drop of 5 random items, including that select basketball, but that was kind of an in-store thing. So we're looking at 3 weeks since the last restock, and it was Wednesday for the first time in months. I mean, we're talking about 7 or 8 months. It was Wednesday for the first time instead of Tuesday. But we really just don't know. And we're all here kind of guessing, hoping to see that Target drops it today. And if not today, maybe tomorrow. Because that Prizm Football retail, guys, even though there are no autos, even though there are no numbered parallels, it sounds like it's going to be retail specific, like exclusive colored parallels. I don't know if they're just doing like green colored parallels in retail or what the heck they're doing this year. But it sounds like you're going to be limited as far as different options you can pull for parallels at a retail. So Prizm kind of watering their boxes down, going to see if that's going to devalue much of the retail, or if people are going to still continue to pay those premium prices for bases of the sexier, chase quarterbacks and some of the running backs and wide receivers as well. Or if those prices are going to go down as more cards get released. Bowman Megas still sitting, says Mansa Chill. Yes, they are, guys. Anybody want your Bowman Megas? Goodness gracious. Kind of scares me. Makes you wonder how many of those they printed. Those are up on Target.com in stock, as well as a ton of other cards. Maybe not necessarily the super sexy chase cards, but we got a lot of cards available on Target.com if people wanted to get their hands on some stuff for the kids to rip, or they're just Jones in a rip. That's okay to buy some of that stuff as well. Grab a couple Bowman Megas, Jones in a rip. Oh, Beast in the Beauty breaks, dude. A $5 super chat. You guys are so generous with those super chats. I appreciate you. You seriously, man. You guys hit me in the heart. Every time you give me one of those, gives me the tingles, the goosebumps. It's crazy. Beast in the Beauty breaks. Thank you. So here's $5 for the kiddies. How do you feel about a Rays player not wanting to wear the rainbow uniforms? You know what, Beast in the Beauty breaks? I don't want to get too political in the chat this morning. I think that it's probably not the best look to do that, and I support people of all races, creeds, sexes, whatever you want to do. I don't care. I support you. That doesn't matter to me. But when you're in public like that and at a job where you are extremely under a spotlight, unfortunately, it's going to be a little hard to get away with that. So I understand the public outcry. That's going to be my take on that. And unfortunately, I can't really pontificate much past that because it'll just get too political in here. Brother. Hoosier Pulse is interesting enough. 2021 Bowman Megas and 2022 Megas have the same odds. Hey, that's weird. Good to know, though, Hoosier. Good to know. Maybe you should buy those Bowman Mega boxes up for 2022. Hoosier Polls making a pretty valid point there. Absolutely a valid point. Chris C says the bots are just going to buy them. Heaven forbid the hobby be ethical. Talking about Prizm Blasters and Prizm Retail. I don't know, man. I think a lot of people trying to score manually are going to be grabbing those Prizm Football Retail boxes as well. So don't y'all worry. Of course, the bots are going to be here. They always are. Unfortunately, just kind of a thing that we have to contend with in this hobby. Target does try to stop the bots. Target does try to put a kibosh on some of the accounts. And by the way, guys, I haven't shown it yet, but I do have my chocolate milk. We are trying to get lucky this morning with my chocolate milk here, as I normally sip on here on Schultz's Card Pulls, waiting for sports cards to restock on Target.com, baby. Brian says, on Sunday, I went to Big Five. They had a $6.99 price sticker on a 24 back of 2022 Bowman. It retails for $164. I got it for $6.99. What a score. Brian Lawhorn, Sunday, celebrating a Golden State Warriors win and celebrating grabbing a Bowman retail box for $7. That's normally like $160. Congratulations, buddy. That is a crazy grab. Holy smokes, man. Yeah. When some of those stores don't have the prices marked correctly, and all they know how to do is sell it to you with the one barcode scanned on there, which is the cheapest price, it's like, well, I guess we got to do it. So good for you, man. Good for you, Brian. E-Man says, has Prizm Retail popped up anywhere in store yet? It has, I believe. I mean, I've seen people throwing it up on eBay already, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's popped up, kind of just sprinkled around Walmarts. I don't think it's because Myers, correct me if I'm wrong, everybody in the chat, but I believe Myers does those Saturday restocks. Don't think we saw those this last weekend at Myers nationwide, so I would assume just kind of in the last week or so, we've seen, whichever items kind of appear in certain areas first every time they get released. I would assume that those are kind of the stores where, like, you found Prizm or maybe even some Gypsy Queen or Topps Series 2 retail. That kind of stuff that's new starting to hit the shelves. Brian Lawhorn says I had him scan it twice. There you go, buddy. Hey, you tried to be honest, Brian. Sounds like you actually tried to be honest, too. So you deserve it, man. You deserve it. DJ High FX official says, Schultz, you and RGL are brothers, right? Don't lie. We are not brothers, man. We are maybe brothers from another mother. No, but Run Good Life and I are not related in any way, shape, or form. I don't know. I don't know if it's like the eyes or the smiles. Nice chubby cheeks that we got matching. I don't know, but Run Good Life and I are not brothers. We are friends, very, very good comrades in the hobby, but no, brothers from another mother, I think for sure. Run Good Life, freaking awesome though. And I saw, speaking of Run Good Life, actually congrats to him and Hitman Rips for out of their Prizm first off the line hobby boxes, pulling crazy Mac Jones parallels and Trey Lance parallels. I think I saw a Mac Jones snakeskin pull out of RGL's box. Congratulations. So Run pulling a massive hit there, and Hitman getting, I believe it was a Trey Lance or Mac Jones, some other kind of crazy rare parallels. So good for you guys. Just pulling those big hits, man, out of those FOTL hobby boxes. Excited to see what I get on Thursday. Hopefully we pull something crazy for somebody out of our hobby box. Prizm Football 2021. We got a couple of spots left in that break, guys, as we wait for sports cards to drop on target.com. Check it out. Check it out. SchultzesCardPulls.com. Some spots available left in Thursday's breaks. Mansa Chill says, Schultz is the model brother. I appreciate you. I definitely, I don't know. I got two younger sisters. I definitely had to be the protector of them growing up. So I'm not perfect, but I do try to be a good brother if I can be. If I can be. Nick S says, he has said that you were brothers. RGL said that we're brothers. I mean, we could be. I think we're brothers from another mother, man. No, RGL and I, he is so cool. I'm so happy to be acquainted with that dude. James is a really good dude. Love Run. Brad Selden says, I got a bad feeling about this, guys. We are at 4:18 Pacific time. I saw a couple of people, I think Auto Gods was in my Discord saying that Star Wars loaded. I think somebody else said that Star Wars loaded up. So we possibly seen some Star Wars trading cards loading up, but no sports cards yet. At 4:19 Pacific, 7:19 East Coast time, 6:19 Central, 5:19 Mountain time. Clint Phelps asking, PS5s? PS5s? No PS5s, unfortunately, Clint. No PS5s, man. No PS5s, no Xboxes, no digitals. I know you're being funny to ask ask that, dude. And it does give me quite the chuckle. But yeah, no PS5 digitals, no discs, none of those yet. Oh, thanks, Anthony D. Looks like he just grabbed a couple of spots in breaks on Thursday. Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate it, man. Happy to have you. Hopefully we pull you some fire. Hopefully we pull you Mac Jones parallel out of 10. Something super, super low. I'll take a Mac Jones parallel out of 99, man. KO Sib says, I heard only 15,000 Prizm Football Blasters loaded on Fanatics. That means not many are going to hit. Wow, I had not heard that. So maybe with 15,000 blasters only available means that not a lot of people are going to hit, unfortunately. Man, I hope that's wrong, but hey, sounds like you got good info, brother. Who am I to tell you you're wrong? All right, guys, 4:20 Pacific time. Hopefully we see some sports cards dropping soon. Usually we see them dropping on the back end, kind of just showing up on the website out of stock. That's what showing up on the back end means. We usually see those kind of throwing up maybe in, like I said, the 405 to 410, 420 area, but they are thrown up until 450 as well. It is why the hot zone is as long as it is here on Schultz's Card Pulls. Try to hang around, let y'all know as best we can when sports cards drop. And I did see Hoosier said a store near him had Gypsy Queen for $39.99. That's nuts. I don't have a link for Star Wars, guys. If somebody else has... Actually, no, you know what? I think I might here in just a second. Yeah, give me just a sec, guys. I will have a link for Star Wars for you. Give me just a sec. I'll get that up for y'all if I can. What's up, Georgie J? Says Schultz, loving it, brosif. All right, yeah, Auto God's throwing it down in the Discord. So we're going to throw it down in the live stream as well, guys. All right, in the live chat. Oh, thanks, Hoosier. Hoosier beat me to it, guys. Hoosier beat me to it. There you go. Star Wars blaster boxes. Link right there from Hoosier Polls, guys. So Star Wars has cards now. I believe they just had a hobby version come out of that. I think Hitman ripped a box of that on his channel. Looks pretty crazy. Some nice looking parallels. Just don't know if those are going to take off or not. You're not really sure. You know, it's like, I think $400 or $500 a hobby box. You're kind of tentative, like, I love Star Wars. Huge fan. Should I spend that money on that, or should I maybe put that towards a hobby box, or maybe like a Prizm Football no huddle box or something that's probably going to be a lot cheaper than a Prizm Football hobby box. I don't know. That's a tough decision when you got people telling you, hey, this Star Wars stuff, this new Star Wars stuff is really good. Sean Higgins says Star Wars Bounty Hunter blasters. Really easy to find on Target as long as you got one finger working to click a mouse button. All right, guys. Star Wars Bounty Hunter blasters if you need them. If you're trying to search for them. But Hoosier just threw the link up in the chat. So there you go. Thank you again, Hoosier. Appreciate that. 505 says, good luck today, Schultz, with your job. I appreciate that, 505. Appreciate that, man. Hoping that comes through. If you guys missed what I brought up earlier, somebody asking, hey, Schultz, how you doing with that sports radio job hunt? I actually just interviewed for a job last week at a sports radio station that I've really wanted to work at for a long time. Was told that Friday the final decision was made, but that HR was actually out on Friday, so the decision had to be pushed to Monday. And then yesterday was told that the HR process still working, so going to be a final decision on Tuesday. So hopefully that means I'm in the running or I have the job. I would assume that, like I said earlier, you need HR to bring people on and hire people, not really needing HR to tell people, hey, sorry, thanks, but no thanks. So, oh my goodness, crossing my fingers, guys. Oh my goodness. Duke Rock saying Bowman Megas right here, bro. Bowman Megas right here on Target.com, you guys. The first couple of items available on Target.com. I mean, there are a ton of cards in stock. It's not necessarily stuff that people want besides Bowman Megas, but get your hands on those Bowman Megas. Hoosier Pulse says, hey, those odds are the exact same for 2022 as they are for 2021. I would assume that that means the Bowman Mega print run is the exact same because those pack odds on the back of that box did not change from year to year, which that's pretty crazy to me. The fact that Topps just didn't do that for even one of their products with everybody increasing these print runs is kind of blowing my mind. But there you go, guys. Bowman 2022 Megas. Boom. Grab them. Sounds like the pack odds are going to be just as good as they were in 2021. HR never works Fridays, says John MP. Well, I think a lot of companies, too, let a lot of their people off early on Fridays as well. And the thing about radio is you got to show up and you still got to, like, be on the air. So you can let your other staff off, like, early on Fridays or kind of give them, like, a chill, day each week on Fridays to end the week. But guys working the radio stations, whether it's rock radio or country or sports or girls that are doing pop radio, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You guys got to be there. So maybe not necessarily music radio, you can voice track, but live talk, you got to show up. Bradley Peterson asking a great question. Has Target ever dropped MetaZoo? If they have, it's been a while. I honestly don't remember. I haven't been paying. I probably should have been paying more attention to MetaZoo, but I have not been paying as much attention to it as I should, unfortunately. People talking about the Prizm limit says 8. Some people say 10. I tried for 10 myself. The Blueprint 80 says when HR is involved is to prepare the offer, then they make the verbal offer, and only once accepted do they tell the other candidates they didn't get it. All right, the Blueprint. Well, hopefully I am the one getting the offer, and hopefully I am not one of the other candidates that's being told no. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, man. No, they have not dropped MetaZoo. MetaZoo is only Walmart. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate that. A lot of people in the chat know more about MetaZoo than I do. Thank you for the assist there. Jacob saying, I went to a Target vendor, said I can't take a box. He has to finish stocking. He's like, has one shelf left. Yeah, Jacob, those guys are pretty touchy, man. You usually want to try and let them finish up. They don't really like when people start to kind of crowd their space before they're done. And it's because a lot of people have not only like just grabbed stuff and ran, but I see Rocky talking about the fact that they've got to take a picture every time that they do a restock. So there's that. But there's also the fact that it's just a lot easier to get their job done without being hassled and boxes being taken by people coming up. It's just wanting to get in and out, and it's as simple as that, guys. Brad Selden says, I did get confirmation talking about the Fanatics Prizm entries. See, it's so weird because I got no confirmations for the Prizm Football Blaster Box drop that I entered or the Mosaic Football Fanatics exclusive boxes that I entered drops for. I think I was 1 for 3. I got the Fanatics exclusives blasters, but not the megas for Mosaic. And I got 4. I think the limit was 4 of those. But essentially, was the same process. And at that point, though, I don't think multiple orders were allowed for Mosaic. So I guess for some reason they changed that with Prizm. I don't know. Doesn't sound like they've got the same process going. Or maybe I'm crazy and there were multiple orders that were allowed with Mosaic. But I was 1 for 3. 1 for 3. And I got no confirmation emails for any of them. So some people getting confirmation emails, some not. Kind of weird. MVP says, I did get confirmation. Vincent says, bots asking for the link for NFL Prizm. You guys, we're not going to have the link for NFL Prizm on Target.com until it appears on the back end or until somebody that works for Target gives us what they know, like the link to the product is going to be with like the SKU that they know that it's going to be. Other than that, guys, we are not going to have our hands on that link until it shows up on the back end on Target.com, on the Target tracker, and on a Discord monitor like Card Snipers. We're just not going to be able to grab that link, unfortunately. It's a little different than Walmart. I know some people get their hands on links for products on Walmart.com before they drop and before they ever show up on product pages, but just doesn't seem to happen as often on Target.com. And people that were doing that before, and I'm talking like in the last 6 months to a year, kind of forced Target to like change the way that they name items, change the different SKUs of some items to stop. It's one of the ways they tried to stop botters and people just kind of that showed up and bought all the cards to stop them from buying all the cards away from the manual users. Has it worked? Yeah, a little bit. It's one of those ways that they've kind of tried to do something to throw a brick or two in the way of the botters. Ryan Neekum says, does charge you unless you're picked? Yeah, it does not charge you unless you're picked. Exactly, Ryan. Yeah, you basically just enter your payment info, you enter your address, you enter how many you want, and hit add to cart, and it throws you, I think it confirms that it throws you in the raffle, and that's that. But like I said, I didn't get email confirmation for any of mine. The Prizm Football one did not give me email confirmation either, but it sounds like some people here in the chat getting email confirmations for their Fanatics Prizm Football Blaster Box drop entries. So I wonder. Jacob says, you hit Fanatics and didn't get an email, you won. I'm talking about confirmation emails that I entered. I got the Fanatics Mosaic Blaster Boxes and essentially just sent me a normal order. It says, thank you for your order. It wasn't like a special email saying, you won the drop. It was just charged to my account, and that was that. So that was the only indication that I got knowing that I actually grabbed any of those Fanatics exclusive blasters. So kind of a weird system they got going, but I've called before. I have begged, saying, you know what, make it a little more even. Try to even up the playing field. Stop allowing all the bots to grab things. And one of the ways to do that is to do a raffle. So I have called for Fanatics to try this system for quite a while. So I gotta say, putting my money where my mouth is, I'm happy that Fanatics is at least attempting this system. We'll see if it works going forward. We'll see if they continue to do it this way or they try something else here in a year or two. I mean, it's only 2022 and Fanatics doesn't quite have total reign over the sports card hobby yet. They got about another 2 or 3 years to wait before that happens, but we'll see exactly how Fanatics handles the infrastructure end of the sports card sales, especially retail, because that's obviously in the next 2 to 3 years going to be changing at some point, guys. here in the next 2 to 3 years, these target drops are going to stop. Excel and Anderson, or whoever the hell has the marketing contract with Walmart, at some point, I do predict that cards will not be sold on these retail websites online. We might see some of these cards in stores, with these retail stores on the shelves, but online, I think it's going to be all through Fanatics, or it's going to be all through a couple of distributors that are connected with Fanatics. I just don't see in the future retail being a thing on places like Meijer and Walmart and Target.com. I just don't. TJ says, smash that like button for Schulte, trying to help us get Prizm today. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, please, guys, do smash that like button. It does help me feed a couple of kitties named Pikachu and Eevee, and sends this out to way, way more people on YouTube. You know how that works. Living and dying by the YouTube algorithm. And like I said before, guys, check out my breaks on Thursday, SchultesCardPulls.com. Spots available in breaks coming up for Thursday, including a Prizm Football hobby box and a pretty sick budget football break on the docket as well. So hope people check that out, guys. SchultesCardPulls.com. Spots available there. Longa says, when I use the app, I don't get the confirmation email. When I use the website, I do. Well, that's weird, Longa, because I used the website. Maybe it was because it was through a mobile browser. I used the Fanatics website, and I did not get a confirmation email for the Fanatics Prizm Football drop, nor did I get one for any of the Mosaic drops. Super weird. But I got the email when I got one order going through. So I guess I'll find out. Just seeing an order from Fanatics.com saying, hey, congrats, you got the order, or just thank you for placing your order of Prizm Football Blasters. We'll see. E-Man says, I'm in Fanatics for 5. I just need a couple to rip, and then a couple more when the sensation to rip the rest inevitably comes. LOL. I hear you, brother. Yeah, that feeling, it's just Jones and a rip a couple boxes, and you see those nice premium boxes sitting over there on your shelves. You're like, yeah, I think I want to rip those. Yeah, have something prepared for that. Absolutely. Boom says, spam folder Schultz. I'll check that, Boom. I appreciate that. That is one thing, guys. I don't check my spam folder often enough. I definitely need to do that. I definitely need to do that more. Paul Tuttle says, 1.4K watching. Heck yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you, Paul, for pointing that out. Yeah, tons of people here, guys, watching here on Schulte's Card Pulls. Hoping to see Target.com drop some Prizm. Finally. Oh, wow. Anthony, appreciate you, man. Looks like Anthony there grabbing a couple more fillers and spots as well for the breaks on Thursday. Appreciate you, Anthony D. Man, he's buying spots up. Surreal Sports Cards is looking like Wednesday. Yeah, we don't know, but in another 16 minutes, I think we can officially say it's looking like Wednesday, but I am not willing to call it until 4:50 in the end of the hot zone. And yeah, nice that all y'all are here. I appreciate it. YouTube just, I don't know what it is, not sending this out to as many people. Kind of making me wonder why, but I don't know. YouTube just messes with you in different ways and makes you work against the algorithm sometimes in just the wackiest way possible. So I'll keep chugging along. I'll keep pushing through. Drew says, how do we join Fanatics? Drew, you just basically, you go to Fanatics.com, you make an account, and make sure you have your address and payment method already entered in the account info section on Fanatics.com. That'll allow you to enter any drop going forward for products. Matthew Vince is still waiting on my Bowman Sapphire. Ooh, get that Bowman Sapphire, Matthew. Boom Sports Cards asking, are you going live later today around 8:30? I don't think so. Wasn't planning on it. Was planning, if there is no sports card restock today, was going to go live tomorrow. And I don't know, guys. 15 minutes left, 14 and a half minutes left. Looking at the monitors, looking at the target tracker. Still not seeing anything popping up, unfortunately. Anthony, I haven't bought in a break in a while, so I did the full degen thing, LOL. I appreciate you, Anthony. Well, you know what? You haven't bought in a while. Maybe that means since you're just throwing all that up and degenning these couple of breaks, that means that you're going to grab a couple of sexy teams at once and pull something fire. Extra fire. I appreciate you, Anthony. You freaking rock. I'm excited, man. And like I said, guys, because I'm pushing the breaks back from Sunday to Thursday, I'm going to add like a fun mega box to each break. And as always, we'll have some slabs to give away. We'll have some wax to give away. All kinds of stuff available for people just for showing up. Probably a spot or two in the breaks for people showing up in the chat as well. Drew Snyder says, please send a link to the Fanatics draw. Drew, you guys, and actually everybody do me a favor. If y'all want to check out the Fanatics draw, guys, use my affiliate link down below in the description. It's the Fanatics affiliate link. It doesn't cost you a thing. Essentially, I just get a piece of your purchase if you do buy something from fanatics.com, whether it's sports cards or anything else up there, and just search Prizm Football. If you go through, use my affiliate link down below, search Prizm Football, you will find the Prizm Football drop, and then that is pretty much the easiest way because to get a link, I would have to, sorry guys, I don't even have that up right now. I'd have to go through Fanatics and try to find the search link myself. Anthony says, no auto or numbers in blasters. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous, Anthony. Isn't that pretty ridiculous? Jeremy says, where is that info coming from? Couple people have said it in the chat, but is that incorrect? I mean, I freaking hope so. I said that I hoped that was wrong. That is just an unbelievable watering down of the product by Panini if that's the case. Anthony says, no autos or numbers. Yeah. STTDB in hating on Schultze this morning. Matt Cease is already sent, baby. Mikey says, thanks, guys. Jaybird entered into the drawing 20 times. 20 times. All right, guys, about 12 minutes left in the hot zone. Unfortunately, no sports cards popping up on Target.com as of yet. STDB says he doesn't want to work for the free cash. Dude, who wants to work for free? You are crazy. Go put a shirt on STDB and learn how the world works, brother. Gonna end up in a one-room apartment like your ass when I'm older, if I think like you. JMR says, Megas are definitely watered down this year. See, that's super frustrating, guys, because those Prizm, you remember Prizm Football Megas from 2020 and how highly sought after they are. We're looking at a $40, $50 box now that is going for around $300+ because of the inclusion of those autos and those parallels, those two green neon pulsar prisms, and those autos in those mega boxes. And then, of course, in the Target versions, you got the relics and the autos as well. I'll appreciate you, Michael, grabbing a spot in the breaks on Thursday as well. Thank you so much, Michael. Excited. Gosh, I'm excited to pull somebody some fire. I feel it. I feel it. The HRE says, no numbers or autos. The same could be said for 87 Topps Baseball. Yeah, I wouldn't compare it quite to 87 Topps Baseball, but if there are no autos or numbered parallels in Prizm Football retail, guys, yeah, like I've been talking about, it's just a massive watering down, and that's not okay. That is not okay. Robert Copeland says, I tried to order a box of something from Fanatics. It was $250. With shipping and taxes to Canada, it was then another $100. Why do y'all hate Canadian collectors? You know, Robert, it's not about hating Canadian collectors. It's that, unfortunately, sending stuff to Canada through USPS and through the post office is just super expensive, man. Every time I send out a break package, unfortunately, I have to charge international shipping because it's about $12 to $15 just to send like a little 3-ounce package out. That's just for that. So for a normal box, I would assume that if it's, you know, in like a shipping box and not just like a shipping envelope, it's going to cost a bit more to do that. And tracking is expensive as well. I mean, there's one package last year that I shipped to Canada that was pretty small. I had to pay $41 for. So, I mean, it's not about the companies themselves hating collectors. It's the post system. And what they need to do is they need to find a way to distribute some of those boxes to Canada a little cheaper. But what you're paying is that customs charge, brother. Paying that customs charge. Not sure how we can get around that, unfortunately. Yeah, Dustin says it's expensive and you got to do extra paperwork. Exactly, Dustin. Exactly. Step in the box. What's going on, brothers? Has opened 6 Bowman Megas last night. 3 no hits. The other 3 had 5 hits. 5 hits in 6 boxes. Check it out. Schultze will do Step in the box. Appreciate it, man. I am excited for my Bowman Megas to show up, I think, today or tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm going to tape that video as soon as I get them and throw it up on the channel ASAP. But I've got 3 on the way, and I'll open all 3 on the channel. See exactly what we got. Bowie says, I've been selected for every Fanatics drawing except the one I entered more than once. LOL. I say don't do it. Ooh, Bowie throwing the conspiracy theory out there, guys. I don't know. I gotta say, I think I sided with Bowie. Just to be safe, just to avoid any sign of impropriety. I have never entered these drawings more than one time. I think for one of the Mosaic Football items, like the Megas or the Blasters that were Fanatics exclusives, I asked my wife to make an account and enter as well. She did. She didn't get chosen. But I have never done multiple entries from one email. And honestly, I didn't know you could do that. That's pretty crazy. The Red Pandas is the only thing I saw on my Discord monitors were the Star Wars blaster boxes. Yeah, guys, we had a link up to those in the chat from Hoosier Polls earlier. And unfortunately, that seems to be the only thing that we've seen so far, but we've got about another 7 or 8 minutes left in the hot zone. So I'm not willing to call it until we hit 4:50 Pacific, 7:50 East Coast time and say, hey, you know what? It's probably going to be tomorrow for a restock on Target.com here on Schulte's Card Pulls. But not quite sure as of yet, guys. Not totally sure. Elliot Crowner, I appreciate you, brother. Says, everyone hit that like button. Anthony says, Prizm coming most likely next week. You know, Anthony, this seems to be the week of a restock, though. So if it's coming, retail is coming next week, then we're talking like another 2 to 3 week wait on Target.com for Prizm Football retail, which is ridiculous. I hope it's not that long. I would think we got a restock coming this week, and I would think the Prizm Football is going to be included in that. And Dustin Sam says, guys, no one knows when Prizm is dropping. Just show up and wait like the rest of us. Come on. Yeah, there really is. I said it at the beginning of the live stream this morning. There really is no inside info, unfortunately, on this. No inside info. Nobody's got a date. Nobody's got a confirmed date. Anthony says, off to work. Good luck, y'all. Hey, Anthony, I appreciate you, man. Hopefully we see you tomorrow, and we'll definitely see you on Thursday, brother. Good luck. Be safe out there at work today, and excited. Hopefully I'll pull you some fire coming up here on Thursday, brother. Thanks again, Anthony. Nick N says, Mike's, yes, only one will ship. Yeah, I think only one of those orders will ship. FMR and Box Strip says, I've not gone into a Target or Walmart and not seen Contenders Football Blasters. Wondered what that means. That Contenders was overprinted to the freaking max. That's what that sounds like. Daddy says, 1,000 viewers, 70 likes. Someone make sense of that. No, there's way more likes than that, brother. Just to update your live stream, I think right now the number of likes is all the way up to 409. So don't y'all worry, brother. Everybody's hitting that like button. I appreciate you. And there's just so many people that, you know what, they throw this on their way to work or on their way to school or just getting ready in the morning, or they throw it on their TV. So they can't really hit that like button, and that's okay. I appreciate the lurkers. I appreciate the chatting people. I appreciate everybody that's hitting that like button, that's hitting that dislike button. I really do. Every single person here, thank you. I love you. You freaking rock. You make this worth doing, honestly. So much fun. Brian says, the ones who didn't hit the like button are Boston fans. I don't know, man. I don't know, Brian. I as a Blazers fan, I got to say I'm rooting for the Celtics in this series, too. I don't know if they're going to win, but can't say I would ever be rooting for the Golden State Warriors as a Portland Trailblazers fan. Brian, I'm sorry. I apologize. Dustin says, Football 11, how did you not just hear what he said? Stop spamming, bro. All right, guys. Prizm Football, blaster boxes, mega boxes, and cello boxes. I'm assuming, I don't know, are we going to see hangers as well? I'm assuming we see hangers. So 4 different versions of retail, hopefully hitting the shelves in the next day or two on Target.com. Don't know if we're going to see all 4 of them hit at once, or if we're going to see like blasters and hangers thrown up first, and then in a couple of weeks, we'll see megas and cellos kind of thrown up after that. Just not sure. Have, once again, no inside info on Target.com and how they are going about this. And really don't understand when Walmart's going to be throwing those up either, because we do have normal Wednesday restocks on Walmart.com as well. Those happen at noon Pacific, 3 East Coast time, every Wednesday on Walmart.com. We have not seen Prizm Football retail there, so it's kind of a race, guys, between Target and Walmart online. Who's going to throw it up first? Is it going to be Target throwing it up today or tomorrow, or is it going to be the Walmart restock tomorrow at noon Pacific? that we see Prizm Football retail online first. Gem Mint Rips, I appreciate you, man. Says, who would hate on Schultz? Oh, a lot of people like to hate on this ugly mug, man. Been doing it all my life. It's all good. S happens. Tommy's Breaks, what's up, man? Says, good morning, Schultz. How are you, brother? What up, everybody? Good to see you, Tommy's Breaks. Go check out Tommy's Breaks as well, guys. Miguel T says, hashtag Team Lurkers. Yeah, Miguel T. I love those lurkers. I love y'all. Love every single one of y'all freaking lurking, chatting, watching, listening, liking, not liking. You're awesome for being here. All right, we got about 3, maybe 2.5 minutes left in the hot zone here on Target.com. Unfortunately, looking less and less likely, guys, that we're going to see Prizm Football dropping today or any sports cards dropping today. We will call it here officially in 2 minutes. But I'll be live for about another 20 minutes or so after that until about 10 after 5 Pacific, 10 after 8 East Coast time, just chatting about the hobby and sports, anything going on. Lots of great games in MLB to recap last night. I mean, just tons going on to talk about or answer your hobby questions. So I'll be on for probably another 20, 25 minutes this morning. But yeah, unfortunately, guys, check in the Discord monitors again and check in the Target tracker a couple of more times before the hot zone is over. Refresh it a good 2 or 3 times. We are not seeing any movement today. No Prizm Football as of yet, unfortunately. Matt C says, my bad, Schultz. Didn't know you had the affiliate link. No, it's all good, Matt C. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, Matt, if you just go through and click on that, yeah, that's it really helps the channel out, dude. Because honestly, it doesn't cost any of y'all a thing. You know, you're just spending the money that you normally would on boxes or jerseys or sports apparel or whatever. But I get a portion of that purchase every time you use the affiliate link. So I appreciate that. People doing that really does help support the channel. William says, I always smash that like button and I'm a Boston fan, LOL. Oh, you're awesome, man. Good old Celtics fans. Celtics, Red Sox, Bruins, and Patriots, baby. Hits and Pulls, what's up? Says, morning, Schultz, just liked on my way to work, hoping for that drop. I appreciate you, Hits and Pulls. Looking less and less likely, unfortunately. But you know what? I think we can probably, since we're not seeing a sports card restock today, we can probably expect one then tomorrow. I won't say for sure, but I'll say probably. Crossing my fingers, hoping so. I hope I'm not wrong saying that. I know I'm going to say there's probably going to be a restock tomorrow, and then people are going to show up tomorrow and be like, there's no restock. Schultz, what the H? Come on, man. Dude, you suck. Your predictions are wrong. You never got any right info, man. I'm unsubscribing. I'm sure I'll hear that. So I apologize. I'm just kind of throwing out my guess. Trying to go logically. Putting together all this info that we've seen and experienced in the last 2 to 3 weeks with these Target.com drops. All right, the hot zone seconds away from expiring, guys. Clint Phelps says, no restock tomorrow. Well, shoot, man. Well, then when's the restock going to be? I really wonder then. Brian says, do you have a best search link for Walmart drops? You know, Brian, I don't. I need to put one of those together. I think Hoosier has thrown one of those links up for us in the past. So if you have a Walmart search link, Hoosier, if you're in the chat, feel free to throw that out for us, please. But I probably need to put together like a Walmart search link as well. Ooh, Brad Selden says tomorrow's the last day of school in Florida. Summertime! Heck yes! And the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. TJ says, thanks for streaming with us. Hope you get the job. I appreciate it, TJ. Yeah, guys, the hot zone expiring. No sports card restock today. But like I said, I'll be on for another 20 minutes or so, answering questions about restocks, about the hobby in general, whatever you want to talk about. Watered down Prizm retail or increased print runs, hobby drama, hobby happiness, big hits that you've all pulled lately, whatever you want to yak about, guys. We can talk about that for the next 20 minutes or so. Brian says, you're great for the hobby, bro. Keep it up. Been a fan for some time now. Brian, I appreciate you saying that, man. Dude, that is too kind of you to say. Brian Johnson, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. I try to help you all out. offer up my expertise and knowledge skills to get you all sports cards at retail cost, because sustainability-wise, that's going to be what's best for the hobby long-term. I'm telling you what, prices of singles will be the highest, and boxes, if they are able to be ripped by everybody, giving everybody a chance at those big hits, kind of being spread out amongst other collectors, boxes being available like that, will increase the interest in the hobby long-term as well. I promise you guys. Promise you guys. And it does sound like Star Wars is sold out, you guys. People were asking about Star Wars blasters. The link was thrown up earlier, but unfortunately, that was sold out. Stephen Curry says Walmart dropping 12 Pacific tomorrow. Yes, sir. We don't know what's dropping on Walmart.com, but definitely a drop, just like there is every week on Walmart.com tomorrow at noon Pacific, 3 East Coast time. And Chosen 1C, no confirmation that Prizm is dropping. Like I was just saying, we're kind of waiting to see who drops Prizm Football first, if it's going to be Target or Walmart online. I think Prizm has popped up a little bit in stores, in some Walmarts around the country, not much. And unfortunately, just with Target's policies continuing the way that they are, I don't think we're going to see Prizm Football retail showing up in any Target stores on the shelves. You're just going to have to look at all the other places like Walmarts and Myers and whatnot. Kelly Nolan says, seriously, how can you not have autos or numbers? That's ridiculous. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely agree. What that tells me is that all the autos and numbered cards stayed in hobby so they could do two things. So they could increase the print run of hobby sets and then essentially create a subset of like rookie base cards and rookie parallels, and just increase the total print run overall. Yeah, essentially it allows them to print more formats of both versions, retail and hobby, and it's kind of sleazy and disgusting. And where's Panini talking about it? Does Panini come out and answer questions from anybody? No. Do they do any interviews? No. Why not? Oh, because they're a-holes. Okay, good to know. Tim, I appreciate you, man. Says Jordan, good luck on that job news today. Thank you so much, Tim. Yeah, guys, say a prayer for me. Honestly, prayers up. Good vibes, please. I'll tell the story one more time. Applied for a sports radio job, interviewed last week, and the interview went really well. Was told that last Friday I was going to be informed of the final decision, and then on Friday was told that HR was out, so I was going to have to push that information to Monday, and then yesterday was told that the system kind of process was still playing out, so I have to wait until today. So I am hoping that I get that gig, and hoping that this is good news coming my way today for that sports radio job, guys. So yeah, please send out those good vibes, send out those prayers. Yeah, good vibes and prayers up for me. I want this really, really bad. Really, really bad. JC the Lawn Care, guys. This Panini exclusively dropped NFL Prizm early for Sky B only. Yo. Kobe, I appreciate you, man. Says, thanks, Chelsea, for all you do. Cheers from SoCal. Thank you for being a fan, Kobe. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you guys. No chance of numbered cards in previous year's retail, says RW. No, but there were autos. There were autos, RW. You could get autos and relics out of blasters and even cellos, right? So if we're looking at no auto chances, and I believe that numbered cards still came out of like cellos, not like blasters, but there was a chance to get like a numbered card or two out of cellos. I mean, I might be making that up, and I apologize if I am, but no autos at least waters that down for sure. Absolutely ridiculous. Clint says, prayers for that Walmart door greeter job. I appreciate you, Clint. Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you. How am I doing? Is that about what I would do, Clint? Kind of like the fat guy in Idiocracy. I think that would be the extent of my skills, brother. K Mark says, Prizm Megas are dumb and ugly, but the new Pokemon X Over collections, collectors love them, and it's because the short prints are going to be sought after. Michael says, I don't know that I've seen a Prizm Relic card before, right? Michael, actually, Prizm Relics were in the Target Mega Boxes. Go back in 2020. They had one auto and one Prizm Football Relic in the Target Mega Boxes for the 2020 Prizm. So go check that out, man. They absolutely did. And then Prizm Basketball did have the relics, I think, included. It's like an auto or relic in every blaster box, and most of them are crappy relics. Surprise. Duh. Of course they are. All right, guys, getting closer to 5 a.m. Pacific, almost 7:57 a.m. East Coast time, 6:57 Central, 5:57 Mountain time. Going to be on for another maybe 12 or 13 minutes. Clint says you would just wait for Anderson to show up and follow them to the back room. Yeah, you're probably right, Clint. If I did have that greeter job, yeah, I'd be all over those vendors from Anderson like white on rice, man. You're not wrong. J-Dub Retro says, to be honest, I never hit an auto out of Prizm unless it was a mega guaranteed. Yeah, so even if it wasn't like the blaster boxes that contained autos, even if it was just the megas from last year, think about it. No autos in any of those mega boxes, guys. Remember how special those boxes were? Remember how awesome it was to get your hands on them? Essentially, mega boxes are now like bloated blaster boxes if there's no chance at an auto. That's what a mega box traditionally has been in the hobby. It's got that chance at an auto much cheaper than a hobby box. And yes, you water down the list, you add a bunch of no names to the retail boxes, so you can print a bunch more and water that down. But to give no chance at an auto out of a mega box specifically, come the bleep on, Panini. That's just terrible. That's terrible. Retail Breaks has never been numbered cards in Retail Prizm. SSP Dark Blues and Red Prizm was it. Both are non-numbered. Thank you, Retail Breaks. I appreciate it. All right, so no, I was wrong about these cellos, guys. No numbered cards there. Just those super short print red and blue parallels. But yeah, those autos were able to be pulled in 2020 out of cellos. And especially the megas guaranteed one auto on average per box, either from Target or Walmart. So nuts, absolutely nuts that Panini's taking that chance away. That's just horrible. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Quality Sports Breakers says, good morning, Schulte. Smashed. Sean Higgins says, Panini is trash and ruining the hobby. They are. They don't care. They aren't doing interviews about it. They aren't accepting questions about it. Their customer service is terrible, and they don't give a rat's A. It sucks. Very frustrating. Rocco says, does Topps Series 2 drop today? That's a great question, guys. I believe it does. Or tomorrow. Usually drop days are on Wednesdays and Fridays. Let's see what the latest drop calendar looks like. Coming up here in the middle of June, guys. Yeah, Topps Series 2 comes out on 6/10. So we're looking at a Friday release of Topps Series 2 Baseball, as well as 2021 Obsidian Football this Friday. Also, not really people going to care about it, but Absolute Baseball for 2022 thrown out on this Friday. And then next week, middle of the month, guys. Ooh, looks like the 22nd, we're looking at Contenders Optic Football and some Panini Chronicles NASCAR 6/22. Upper Deck Hockey, middle of the month as well. So really looking forward to the Prizm Retail and Topps Series 2 retail drops that we're going to be seeing as well. I mean, we haven't seen Gypsy Queen popping up on Target.com yet, so I'm looking forward to Gypsy Queen hangers or blasters being thrown up there. I love me some Gypsy Queen. Hopefully, they keep the price points on the Gypsy Queen blasters lower at like $24.99, $27, something like that. Surreal Sports Cards says Series 2 looks pretty whack. Yeah, guys, we've been talking about it. Is Julio Rodriguez and some of those other big rookies going to be showing up in Series 2? And we finally got our answer. No, they will not. Julio Rodriguez will not be showing up in Series 2, unfortunately. We're going to have to wait till Update Series probably to see some Julio rookie action. You wonder, that probably means he's not going to be making it into Chrome either. We're going to have to wait for Chrome Update for Julio Rodriguez and a couple other big rookies as well. But hey, another 2-run bomb by Julio last night, guys. Rookie of the Month award winner for May. Do you think that he's going to be the AL Rookie of the Year? I think it's the obvious choice, not just because I'm a Mariners fan. He's hitting 270 what, 7 bombs, 26 RBIs, 17 stolen bases. Come on. He's a 21-year-old kid, and these are his numbers. Yeah, hand him the Rookie of the Year award. Jacob says, I hate seeing points in FOTL products or even hobby. I saw points in FOTL like WTF. I cannot believe, guys, that points are being included in hobby boxes. And what that means is that they are able to print more base cards and more other, colored parallels. That's the thing about Panini. One huge difference between Topps and Panini is that Topps actually prints pack odds on their boxes. Panini does not. It just tells you what the numbered hits are or what the colored hits are. They could print as many Prizm parallels, as many green Prizm parallels, as many red and blue Prizm parallels as they wanted. They're not telling us. They don't want to tell us, because what they do every single year, they see how the market's responding, and then they kind of up the print run at the end, guys. And that's exactly what they're going to be doing at Prizm Football this year, throwing those points in lieu of autos in hobby boxes and in FOTL boxes means they printed a bleep ton of them, and they have more ready to print, at least in my opinion. That's just nuts. Absolutely nuts. Ellis says, I got 900 points for my hobby, shaking my head. What is that? Like a $70 card? I think maybe a $60 card for 900 points. I don't know what the points values are dollar-wise right now. I know that people get super ravenous after them around the times that Panini releases like those special white sparkle packs that can only be bought with points, like for Premium Optic or Prizm releases or stuff like that. So points with Prizm just coming out are probably going to have some value soon. Yeah, I don't know the current dollar to point exchange value right now, but even if you pull a 900 point card out of a hobby box, and that is at best $75 card, you're still looking at a $1,200 hobby box that you pulled a $75 auto card out of. That's terrible. And when you're leaning on those other numbered parallels to try and make your money back, that sounds like a box that was probably only worth about $200 to $300 in resale value for all those singles, unfortunately, if I'm right. Starscream says it's Julio Rodriguez v. Jeremy Pena right now. Heck yeah, baby. Pena is also lighting the world on fire. Can't deny that. I'm a Mariners fan. I try not to be too biased, though. And yes, Pena has a good shot at it as well. Not wrong. Card Collector Carter says, you going to be live any other day of the week? Heck yeah, man. There's no sports card restock today, so we're going to be live tomorrow morning. And I will be live with a break on Thursday evening as well, starting at 5 p.m. So excited, guys. SchultzesCardPulls.com if you want to grab a spot in breaks coming up on Thursday. Gonna have slabs, gonna have some free wax to give away, tons of stuff available, and probably a spot or two just for showing up available in the breaks as well. So check it out, guys. SchultzesCardPulls.com, spots still available. 400 going around, $20 says STDDB. All right, so we're probably looking at like double the value then. So we shoot a $900 card. Or 900 point card is like $40-50 tops. Wow. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad, especially if you're pulling that out of a hobby box. That's pretty crappy. B for the EV says, I have 400 I'm looking to sell. I don't know, man. eBay is a pretty good way to do that. Free Discord that I've got too, guys. There's over 1,600 card collectors in there if you want to check that out. Opening stuff. There's the cards you can trade in for points aren't worth a fraction of what the points cost you. It costs thousands of points to get a $10 card off this site. Very true. Opening stuff. And actually, just a perfect example, I just saw Panini posting Luka Doncic, like rookie autos that you could buy with points. And I think it was like a 50,000 point card. So check that out, guys. We just saw a 400 point STDDB says $20 for a 400 point card. So just try to do the quick math, guys. A 50,000 point card, you're looking at about $50 per 1,000 points times 50. That's a $2,500 card right there. You serious? Points wise, to get a Luka Doncic auto, through the Panini point system at 50,000 points on their website, if I'm doing that math correctly. That's crazy, man. Larry Percy says, hope you here today on the job and that you get it. Thank you so much, Larry. I appreciate that. Hope I do too, man. Really hope so. Really been wanting that job, guys. Really been wanting to work at this place for a long time. Hope I'm the first choice. Hope I'm not the second choice. Hoping that the HR delay is because they're just trying to get paperwork together to present me an offer. And I'm not just the guy like on ice, you know, while somebody else is accepting an offer. That honestly would kill me. That would kill me. Hey, Jimbo, thank you, man. Just keep up the great work, Schulte. I appreciate you, Jimbo. Always love your support, brother. And I love J-Rod too, man. Chuck McBucket says it's all a money grab. Hobby boxes 10 to 15 years ago were $100 to $200. People are nuts paying these prices for mass-printed Panini products. You know, Chuck, I agree. You can't pay... If you're just a dude ripping $1,000+ hobby box, it is really hard to do that on a regular basis. And it's one of the reasons, guys, why I really like breaks. It's not just the fact that I put them on. I enter breaks myself because I would never, ever, if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I would never be buying some of these sexier hobby boxes or even considering buying even $300 to $500 hobby boxes that I've ripped on the channel. Nevertheless, just don't have the money to rip a $1,200 hobby box right now. I just don't. But I can get access to those sexy, spendy hobby boxes by doing a break. And you know what? If I want to gamble and take a chance at a random team, pay a 12th of the cost or less or right around that to do so, then I'm going to do it. And I think that's a fun way to gamble and a much cheaper way to get access to a box like that as opposed to just paying straight up for a hobby box and even going into a hobby shop and paying for a pack. I think packs right now, like at my local hobby shop, we're running like $130, $140 per Prizm Football hobby pack. That's just nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Michael says, any plans for the channel when if you get the job? Yeah, Michael, I'm still going to be doing breaks. I'm still going to be doing videos, and I'm going to be doing as many live streams as I can. So I still plan to be doing all of this going forward as much as I can. Yeah. So I really don't want to ramp it down. I really enjoy all of this sports card content and everything that I read, all the news that I try to catch up on. And I know that I haven't put as many recorded videos out lately, and I apologize. That's just really because of the transition moving from house to house, and it's just kind of put a damper on my ability and time to do that, unfortunately. But yeah, I really want to try to, if anything, ramp the content up on Schulte's card pulls going forward. Yeah, Mark Lattimore says 160 per pack, impossible to make money back on hobby. Yeah, it sucks, Mark, and that is why. I mean, guys, I know I'm kind of shouting myself out here and be like, oh, buy no my breaks, but like Hitman Rips and RGL both had breaks that had random team spots for less than the price of a pack. I have spots with a Prizm Football hobby box and a Phoenix Football hobby box, $108 per spot. Now, those, I understand it's an expensive spot, but we're looking at two boxes that total, around $2,000, for total cost. So it's not cheap, to run those kinds of boxes in a break. And, to get your hands on those in general is tough. So yeah, paying to get a spot, a random team in two very premium boxes, I think is well worth it. Yeah, impossible to make your money back on hobby for sure, Mark. Boise Nations is the effed up thing about points is they charge you shipping when you buy something with points. That is effed up, Boise. Wow, they didn't even cover the shipping. That's crazy. Robert Gutierrez says, I'm surprised Bowman Megas are still available. I am too, man. Grab your Bowman Megas if you want them, guys. As Hoosier Pulse pointed out earlier in the chat, the odds are the same. The pack odds are the same in 2022 as they are in 2021. That would lead me to believe that there are just as many boxes as there are in 2022 as there were for 2021, which means they didn't really increase the print run for Bowman Megas, which is good news. So I don't know why they're sitting there. Maybe it's because we're kind of in a mini recession right now and we're just paying a ton of money for a bunch of other stuff. I'm not sure. All right, guys, 5:10 Pacific time, 8:10 East Coast time. looks like obviously no sports card restocking today on Target.com, so I'm going to be back bright and early tomorrow for that, and I am going to get on out of here. Been on for almost an hour and a half. Going to let you all get about your days. Apologize that we had no restock this morning, guys, but like I said, hopefully in lieu of today, we will see Prizm Football dropping tomorrow on Target.com. All right, everybody. Once again, guys, smash that like button on your way out if you could. Please, please, please say a prayer. Send some good vibes for me. Really hoping to get a sports radio job at a company that I've been wanting to work for a long time. Supposed to hear back today. Has been pushed off a couple of times. The final decision has been. So hopefully, guys, hopefully I find out my fate, and hopefully it is good news. Because, yeah, I'm gonna be pretty devastated if I don't get it. I'll be honest. But, yeah, guys, send those good vibes. Would appreciate that. Thanks again, everybody. Once again, apologize, but we will be back bright and early tomorrow, hoping for that sports card restock on Target.com. 3:45 a.m. Pacific. I'll start the live stream, and then I'll be on like usual at 3:55 Pacific. And guys, spots available, SchultzesCardPulls.com for breaks on Thursday afternoon. Thanks, everybody. Talk to y'all tomorrow morning. Appreciate all of the good vibes. Everybody's saying good luck. I appreciate that, guys. I'll let you know in the Discord and on social media when I can if I got the job or not. Appreciate it, guys. Schultzes Card